So, okay, next tutorial. This time I'm meant to be dressed up as my interpretation of the fantastic painting by Roger Pista called Say Cheese. Really appropriate, isn't it? I've wanted to do this makeup for a while. I know a lot of you have requested that I do this in the comments, so thank you so much for requesting it. I'm so glad I did it. It's definitely one of those makeups that where as you go along, you're adding certain elements and it doesn't really all come together until the final element because some of the elements are a little bit slapdash, some of them more precise, and it's just nice to see the overall finished look when it's complete. Hopefully you all agree. I also really want to mention an amazing makeup artist who also did their version of this character a few years ago. It's a phenomenal video. I followed her for the longest time, so if you get a chance, please check out Kat's sketch because she did a great version of this makeup. I'll make sure to pop the link to her channel in the description bar below. So, if you'd like to learn how to do this makeup, stay tuned. Okie dokie, so before we start, I probably should point out the obvious, my hair. Yeah. So basically for this look, I thought bright blue hair might be a tad distracting, so I decided just to strip most of the colour out. Obviously that's not a step in this tutorial, it's just something that I wanted to do to have like a nice little blank slate to work with. I mean, this makeup would work with any hair colour to be honest, it's just something I wanted to do myself. And I hope you all know that as soon as I'm finished recording this makeup, I'm gonna re-blue because I already missed my blue and it's only been like 15 minutes. I could have, to be honest, worn a small blonde wig, but I don't know, I think it would have been a bit more distracting than just dyeing my own hair, and I had to do my roots anyway, so yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone. Oh, that's a really cruel sounding metaphor. Never realised. 2 Twinkies, 1 mouth. No, that sounds dirty, that sounds really dirty. Okay, 2 balloons, 1 string. What am I doing? Let's get back on track. So, with all that said, let's start the makeup. So to start this makeup off, I'm going to want to block out both my eyebrows, so a link will be on the screen up there and in the description bar below to a video that I did in the past to teach you how to block out your eyebrows, just so I can make this video that much shorter. So I'm going to go block out my eyebrows and we'll go from there. So then, once my eyebrows are nicely blocked out, I can take a makeup pencil. I'm going to be using a Kryolan face liner pencil in black. It doesn't really matter too much which type of makeup pencil you use, as long as it leaves a mark. I like using these ones because if I make a mistake, it's easy to remove. So I'm going to take my makeup pencil and start roughly tracing on the shape that I want for the teeth. Then, once the teeth are all traced out, I can take a white watercolour. I'm using one by Superstar, and taking that watercolour, I'm going to colour in all of the teeth. Then I can take a black watercolour by Superstar and I can colour in the middle area of this new mouth and in between each tooth, just to crisp up those lines. So then I can work on shading the teeth. So I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever Flash palette for this. I'm going to be using quite a few of these colours throughout this makeup, so it's quite a handy thing to have. So I'm going to start off with the brown cream from this palette, and I'm going to apply that to the top sets of each of the top teeth, and I'm going to blend that colour down by about 1 centimetre or 2. I can then repeat that process on the bottom set of teeth and blend that upwards. I can then take the red cream from the Makeup Forever palette and apply it again along the tops and the bottom sets of the teeth and blend it towards the centre, but only covering about half as much as I did with the brown cream. Then, before I do anything else, I'm going to take the white watercolour again and I'm just going to go underneath the teeth and on top, just so I can work on the gum line and blend that outwards. I'm then going to take the red cream again and I'm going to go all the way along the outsides of the teeth on the top and bottom sets, and I'm going to blend that colour away but not making it neat. I'm basically going to dot the colour outwards so it's almost like it's bleeding. I'm also going to score down in between each tooth, just pulling the colour away with the red cream. I can then take the black cream again, apply it to the end teeth on both sets of teeth, and then blend the colour towards the centre of the face, going over about 3 of the teeth, so the gradient's darkest on the edge and lightest towards the centre. That will just make it look like the mouth goes back into the face. I'm then going to take a Collection 2000 Fast Stroke Eyeliner, and that is in white. It's an amazing product. And with this, I'm going to draw 3 lines connecting from the top set of teeth to the bottom set of teeth, and those are going to act as fake throngs, great word, of saliva. Lovely. I'm also adding a few little extra lines around the gum line just to make it look as if it's glistening. I'm then going to take a mixture of the brown and black creams and I'm going to shade down the sides of my face towards the centre, not obviously on the teeth area, just on my face itself. I can then take the white watercolour by Superstar again and colour in my neck and my ears. I'm then going to take the brown and black creams once again and I'm going to start applying it to the sides of my neck going upwards. I'm going to blend it out, but it's mostly just going to look like these harsh lines like I've got here with the red on top. It's more a case of making the neck look gaunt, so there's going to be less in the middle and more on the side. So there we are. I should also mention that I did do an extra step which isn't completely necessary, but I took some black hairspray, went outside and I just sprayed it around my neck and my face just to add a little bit more texture in there to make it a bit more interesting looking. So the next step, which is kind of ironic considering I did bleach my hair for this makeup, but I'm going to colour it with some black hairspray. It makes sense in my head. Basically, I want my hair to be still blonde, but I want it to be messy in areas and I want it to be dirtier on the sides. I want the middle part to be kind of brighter. It'll make sense when I do it, hopefully. So I'm going to take my hairspray, go outside, spray my hair really lightly. I'm not going to obviously make it black. I just want to make it like grey in areas and kind of make it match the complexion. So I'm just going to go do that. So there we are. So the final step is to pop on a costume, and I do believe we're done. And there we go. That's my look, officially complete. So I finished the look off by popping on a suit with a white shirt and a red tie. Yeah, pretty simple, but it gets the job done. So I really hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. If you did like it, please make sure to, the usual, like, comment, subscribe and all that jazz. And yeah, so until next time, bye fluffies!